Don't bottle it up. Don't let it wear you down. Go ahead, tear that shit up. Let the feelings out. I used to think strength was in silence. I used to think weakness was crying. They let me think I must be broken. Ooh, they let me think with words unspoken. But I'm gonna say all the words that come to mind. I'm gonna cry all the tears that come to my eyes. And I'll be stronger. Oh, stronger. Oh, stronger. 'Cause I break and fall. Oh, I'll be stronger. Oh, stronger. I'll be stronger 'cause I feel it all. Oh, stronger. Oh, stronger. I'll be stronger 'cause I feel.
I'll be stronger. Yes, 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 yes. Medea, 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 Medea. Welcome to Artistic Dimension Spotlight, where we focus on artists, new artists, upcoming artists, longtime artists, all artists, no matter what art form. I am your host, Ade Nima. When things align, it no longer feels like the life you want is moving away from you. No longer feels like you are chasing after the things you want. It feels like those things are moving towards you and finding their rightful place. That is peace. Words from an amazing artist. Today's spotlight is shining bright on singer, songwriter, fashion designer, author, poet, momtrepreneur. Need I say more? Welcome, Leontre, to Artistic Dimension Spotlight. How are you?
I am blessed. I am great. I really cannot complain. It's a pleasure to be here. How are you?
I can say the same. I can say the same. You know, I'm grateful that I'm still here. I'm grateful that I can continue to do the work, do what I love, and impact others. It's it's a rough time to be here, but it is an awesome time to be here, blessings disguised. So I'm so glad you're here with us on Artist Dimension Spotlight. And we're going to just ask you a few questions and ask you to share with us, from your heart. It's been a long time coming. A long time coming. Oh my gosh. And we were talking a little bit before the interview started. The climate where you are, climate where I am, because right now we're hot. But, Leontre is Jamaican born, but she is now in Atlanta, Georgia, right? Yes. So she's in the States, and still living life, still doing what she loves, in the arts, ever since we met in college. Leontre has always been on the go. And when I say on the go, I mean she's always a go-getter and always pursuing her dreams. And that's something commendable. And I really admire you for that, So kudos, mama, kudos. So to start things off, I want you to share with our Artistic Dimensions family, who is Leontre? For persons who are not familiar with your music or your books or your work, who is Leontre?
I always joke about whenever I'm asked that question, I tell people all the time, my go-to answer is I'm a stay-at-home mom full stop. That is my go-to answer. I never say anything more than that, and that is a habit that I need to break. So Leon Trey is a little country girl from St. Elizabeth who has always loved music and writing and always wanted to be a mother. So who I am now is singer, songwriter, author, and mother to two amazing kids who also does a little backyard farming. That's about it.
Yes, yes. When I follow the Instagram feed, I'm like, listen, these children. It's like, mom, come check it out. And you always have to what redesign your backyard. Like every other day, I see something completely different. I'm
Something
like,
new,
what? They not know everything else? Like it is
yeah.
amazing.
Every
Children are amazing.
time family comes here, they're like, that wasn't here. I feel like I love outside, and I want to create a space where I never want to leave, and that when people come there, they feel like home. So I'm always tweaking something, trying to like capture that whole essence.
Beautiful, beautiful. And even as you touch on, wanting to feel at home in the pandemic now, many persons, are not feeling at home even though they have to stay home, and it's a rough time. And your song Stronger is one of the go-to songs for many of us, because when I saw you post a video even during the Black Lives Matter movement with the recent killing of George Floyd, and you know I'm gonna be stronger, you're going to be better on the when this all passes, and just keeping that positive mindset. I really admire when artists in the midst of troubling times still throw positive words so that persons can hang on to that as their hope, because we have a part to play, you
Right.
know we definitely have a part to play. So when did you realize that you wanted to pursue a career in the arts, music, poetry? Because there's a whole lot of things you do, I just want to emphasize a part there. Enough things you do. So I don't even know which one you want to talk about. When did you
Well,
realize?
honestly, if you ask my mother, she would tell you I've been writing songs and just stories since I was about 4. I've always wanted to do this, and the good thing about it for me, my parents always supported that dream and that vision. Always, my father used to pay for studio sessions. My mother would drive me to Kingston. We'd stay in a hotel to record. Like even while I was still in high school, they always supported that vision. So it's something I always wanted to do. I've always been artistic. My mother is the type of mother who, when you bring home art projects and stuff like that, she's ready to go, because she's very artistic as well. And I'm from a musical family, so I've always known that I wanted to pursue, the arts. However, I stopped doing music around 7 years ago when I moved to the States. Not because I moved, but because the environment in which I was doing music before, it didn't feel like I didn't feel healthy anymore. It was not something I wanted to be associated with. I couldn't listen to my song for years, or any music for that matter.
Wow.
It was like a real struggle. So it took like a lot of work and a lot of healing to get to the place where I could listen to my songs and not be angry that they weren't released, or that like I didn't feel fulfilled. So when I recorded Stronger, which was December of 2019, I'm like, you know what? This is it. This is where I decide if this is something I can live without, and I'll just be a mom and garden, or if I really do need to go pursue this, if this is my reason for being on this planet. And I said this was gonna be it. So I went to New York, and I recorded Stronger and the upcoming EP with Dratex. And I went to New York. I could have recorded anywhere. I went to New York to record this song, and at the end of it, and even during the process, it was just me and the producer. And during the process, like everything just, it felt right. And that's why even the EP, which Stronger is a part of, alignment, that's where that came from. Because when I started to do the work on myself and started to ask myself the hard questions, it started to feel like things were shifting into place. And even though when I recorded Stronger, which seems like so long ago, that was just the beginning of it, since then, like that momentum, it just kept going till, I am at a place now where I feel like so much has aligned. It's like there's no doubt in my mind that I am definitely on the right path.
Beautiful. Wow. Um, I never knew that. I'm glad that I told you not to share it yet. Yes, but I never knew that, you know. A lot of times we see persons who to us are strong, of course,
Mhm.
you know, because ever since I knew you, I've always admired that about you, that you've always been a strong woman, you know. I've always admired that. But it's true, there are many times that we look to persons and we say, you know, they're strong, you know,
Mhm.
they will get through it.
Yeah, they'll be
But
fine.
yeah, they'll be fine, but it's
Yeah,
not always. They're human. I mean,
right.
you're human, and there are times when life will knock us down and we get discouraged, and we need that encouragement as
Mhm.
strong people too.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad that you decided to start going again and pursuing music,
So, mhm.
because you have such a beautiful voice, and your music is not the common sound that you would expect from a Jamaican artist. You know, many Jamaican artists, you stand out. So it's not like you can go to any concert or a show and you hear Leon Trey's voice and you're like, oh yeah, she sound like you know, and that's a good thing.
Thank you.
Um in turn, well, you've been writing, you said,
Mhm.
since you were 4. So in terms of fashion, when did that start?
So I've always had this thing where I like to look like myself. I don't like to go anywhere. Like the idea of going somewhere and seeing somebody in what I was wearing, like for the longest time, would just scare me. And even as a teenager, I would buy my fabric and I have two amazing aunts who are dressmakers, and I would go to them and I would design my clothes and have them make it. So I would even in college, a lot of the stuff I wore, I had it made because I liked to look different. And honestly, it was when I got older, like before I'd wear um high waist shorts that I had made or dresses or skirts. Like it was in my 20s where I actually started to just be in jeans and a t-shirt because that was never me. I was, like that would never like express or capture my mood. So I've always loved the fashion in the sense that I liked to look like myself and I like to get my own ideas out as far as my outfit was concerned. I've never been into like following the trends though. So I've always liked just creating my own look. So that's always been there as well.
Yes, yes, I remember. I remember all the jean skirt. Listen, I remember. I remember. Was it from? No, it was from pants, and you used to make them into a skirt.
Yes,
Listen,
yes,
listen,
yes.
listen.
And drop my
And then she
fabric
would
in the
put the
middle.
fabric,
Yeah.
yes, and put the fabric on it. So even if you go on her Instagram, I'm gonna let you share your handles later on. But if you go on the
You're how to
Instagram,
do that.
yeah. Listen, the fabric choices, and they are so neat. And then I've seen you with bags and prints and all these
Mm-hmm.
different things. Yeah, so you're doing some big things, man. Big things. Yes.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, so let's dive into the EP.
Mm-hmm.
Who are some of the persons you collaborated with? Who were the producers, and who were the persons who helped you manifest this EP? And by the way, before I even mention that, the EP is entitled Alignment,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then it's tied in with a book. Remember, say she a author, So the book it has the same title. So you have the book alignment and the EP
EP.
alignment, and it's so unique to me because the title is alignment, but it
Mhm.
sounds like alignment.
Right. Yes. Yes.
So
That
all
was the idea.
excellent.
Yeah.
Yes, we can get our ear that's sticky right this way. Yes. Yes.
Right.
Awesome. So talk to us. How did that come together for you and the release date, if
Mhm.
you have it as
Right.
already?
So alignment, the concept came from the place I was writing from, like how, the work I did and how I felt as a person. But the title, alignment, that actually came from the producer, Dre Tegs. He was the one who was like, you know, always with the great ideas. And I was like, that really is perfect because that's really what it starts with the music, with the books. It's really, a line at a time, like having each line connect and mean something. The EP will be released on May 25th. So just right around the corner.
Right
Really
around the
forward
corner.
really looking forward to that. And there's one collaboration with the Dre Tex. The producer is also a really talented writer and artist. So we did one collaboration on that, and then the others, just me. Um, but writing for this EP, like putting it all together, it was truly liberating because I got to address like a lot of different issues and truths. Because as we live our lives, people create these ideas of us in their heads and they hold on to these things. And it's like no matter how you grow, no matter how you change, you can't escape their ideas, right? And I've never really been one to care what people think. However, I do care about people living their truth because there's so much pressure out there to be a certain way, to live a certain way, to look a certain way, to be happy all of the time. And that's not realistic. As you said, I've always been strong. Yes, I am extremely strong. I am extremely strong. However, when I wrote Stronger, I put that out there for me because I needed the reminder that I
Wow.
shouldn't bottle things up, that I'm strong through my feelings. People like to put it out there that, oh, because you show emotion, you're weak.
Yes,
It's
you're
not
weak.
a weakness, it is a strength. And that's why I put that song out there because I needed it. When I write a book, the book alignment, I put it out there because I needed it and still need it. I do those exercises, I ask myself those hard questions. The book is about, I shouldn't spoil it, but the book is about me on basically every level of my life, getting to this place where I feel like I am free now to speak my truth and be who I want to be. And, just say with all due respect, right? I am a person that has needs and feelings, and I am going to be my authentic self. If that offends you, you're free to leave the room, but this is who I am. And I wanted to do that because I wanted to help people know it's okay to be honest about how you feel, because chances are you're going to find that there are other people out there who need you to say, this is how I feel. So they will
Hmm.
be okay accepting that they're not the only one going through something.
Yep.
And they will know that there is light at the end of the tunnel and they too will get through whatever it is they're going through. So that's what the EP is about. Like it's just a whole bunch of truth. Yeah.
Beautiful. And I've heard more, well, even since the spotlight started, I've heard more than one, more than two, more than three artists say I wrote this strong song from a place of weakness,
Mhm.
and because art is therapeutic, and I love when persons are willing to be vulnerable to empower others, because not only does that empower others, but when they turn and say, "Listen, this helped me get through this," it empowers you too. There's a,
Therapy.
there's a sense of fulfillment, that wow, this wasn't in vain,
Right.
So as you say, not to bottle things up. So
Mhm.
thank you for not bottling it up,
You're welcome.
alignment.
You're welcome. I always tell people, I like even when I post things on Instagram, it's never coming from a self-righteous place. It's coming from a place of, I'm going to put out into the world what I need. Sometimes it's as simple as that. I put a thought out there telling you to be strong, telling you it's going to be okay, telling you to smile. It's because on that day I need it too. So I figure somebody else might need it. So I put things out there that I hope to get back, because, if you really are honest with yourself and people around you, you'll find that you have more in common than not. Like, we are all going through similar things, and sticking to ourselves and trying to tough it out in silence is doing more harm than good, and it's not helping anybody.
That's true. That is so true. Um, all right. So definitely May
Faith.
25th
Mm-hmm.
is the release date
Right.
of Alignment. And it's both of them releasing on the same day.
The book is already out.
The book is already out. When did you release the book?
Already out. Just a couple days ago, actually.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
already
The
out.
book is out, guys. Alignment. Yes.
Mhm.
And then the EP that goes hand in hand with it, May
May
25th.
20.
So make sure you support Leon Trey with that. Leon Trey, we want to play a little game with you. A real quick game.
Okay.
Quick game. It is 5 questions with Leon Trey.
Mhm.
All right. First question. If you could have a superhero power, what power would that be and why?
That power would be to take away people's pain. Um, I'm an empath. So that is, and separate from that, I just feel a lot. I'm always going through a lot. And then having to deal with, other people's pain, like, it can be rough because people are going through a lot. I'm that girl that I'll cry watching a commercial. No shame in it.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So that would be it. Like, take away people's pain. There's so many people walking around here in pain from trauma from their childhood, from their marriage, from just not feeling fulfilled. And that would be the gift that I would want, to be able to give the world.
Beautiful, beautiful. Me with ball for almost every movie. Just makes it not happen to the little guy. Listen.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
sometimes you see when you're in a certain circle, you just hide and ball. You know them? I'm gonna go to the restroom, excuse me.
Right, right.
Listen, that is me all day. All right. What two items would you take with you if you were shipwrecked on a deserted island if food and water needs were all taken care of? So you don't have to worry about food or water.
Um, I would have to have a notebook and a pen. I would good.
Yes.
Once I have a
Yes.
notebook and a pen, I'm good. That's it.
Beautiful. What one thing would you tell your younger self based on what you know now?
I would tell her, live your life, do what you're doing. It is going to take you to a beautiful place. Like, I wouldn't change anything. I believe that this whole alignment happened because every step that I took, every decision I made took me to this place. So I would tell her to don't be so hard on yourself. Like, it will all be worth it.
Wow, beautiful. So, from those who are listening and those who are watching, if you're feeling like I regret this, don't, because every single moment is important for your journey. It's a
Right.
journey that makes the broad promise that you want, right?
Right.
Okay. What is your favorite book to read?
Yeah. That would have to be Jane Eyre.
Okay. Why do
Yeah.
you like that book?
I don't know. I'm a hopeless romantic, and it's
A
just been
true.
my favorite from high school. Like, yes, I'm a
Yes.
hopeless romantic.
Yes.
And I think that there's something really beautiful from a love story that isn't the typical drop dead gorgeous guy meets
Oh,
drop dead
yes.
gorgeous girl. I think it's so beautiful when people fall in love, like in a way as if you're like your souls are connected. I think that's beautiful. So yeah, that would be my favorite book.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Final question in the game.
Hmm.
If you had to work, but you didn't need money,
Hmm.
what would you do?
Exactly what I'm doing now.
I expected that. I put that in just for you.
Exactly what I'm doing now. I wouldn't, change a thing. Not my life is far from perfect or smooth sailing, but I have tried my best to carve out a life that I want to go back to, like every day, and from the kids to my little farming to music and all of those things, like that's what I want to do. I've always tried to stay true to myself as far as that's concerned, because we get a lot of pressure as artists. Oh, well, why you didn't do get a real job? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? I'm like, I could, but we can't all do the same thing. We have different callings. The world needs music and it needs books and it needs, so if everybody's a doctor or a lawyer, who's going to write the books, who's going to make the music? We all serve a purpose. We are all here to play our part, and my part just happens to be music and writing, and I love it. It makes me happy, and I believe that people should pursue the things that fulfill them.
Excellent. I believe so too. We all have a part to play, so nobody is lesser than anyone.
Yeah.
Um, if there are young artists on Facebook watching us or entrepreneurs listening in, what is it that you would tell them, to give them that extra push? They may be saying, oh, this is not even worth it.
What I would say is every day is a new opportunity to evaluate and do better. That's one thing that I believe in. I If something don't work out this week or yesterday or whatever, I say, all right, that didn't work. Back to the drawing board. What can I do better? What do I need to try now? Every day is a new opportunity to try. And also, even though I'm doing all of these things and I've been doing them for years, and to the outside world, they're not seeing any kind of change. And they're like, what's wrong with this crazy girl? She not see now work. Why should I try something different? No. Everything that I have done over these years, I know where it has taken me. I've taught myself so many different things. I have gotten to a place of like so much knowledge and insight that I'm able to share and help other people start their journeys, with their businesses. And also, I've always believed that everything that I am doing is preparing me for the perfect moment. Whenever my moment comes, I don't have to go get ready. I'll be prepared, and that's what this is about for me. You get up every day, you try to do better, you put the work in. If you need to change some things around, try something new, you do it. But if you believe in yourself, then you are worth the work, and you just put the time in and stick to it and be honest with yourself. you know be be your worst critic, be tough on yourself, So that you know when to shake things up, but also be kind to yourself and forgive yourself and say, all right, sometimes you have to laugh at yourself and be just like, all right, well, that definitely didn't work. That was a bad idea. But what can I do better next time? So that's it. Just believe in yourself and keep working, keep learning, tune out the noise. You know, you have one life to live. And if you want to spend it pursuing this one thing, even if you don't live long enough to see it come to fruition, you are choosing how you spend that life. You have that one life, right? And who better to choose how you spend it than you? So believe in yourself, pursue your dreams, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, never give up. All
Mhm.
right. So, before we come to a close with this amazing conversation, I wanted to share just a small piece. You don't want to give it away. 'Cause I want them buy the book and buy the EP. So,
Yeah.
share a small, small
All right.
nugget from your project,
Okay.
and tell us how we can connect with you on social.
Okay. So this is a little snippet from Alignment. And Alignment is it's a guided conversation, and it's also there's also a little story in there called Found Myself Lost. And that is a rescue mission, right? So I'm going to read from a chapter called Did Anyone Report Me Missing? I'm going to read a little snippet. And it goes, in the midst of all I was struggling with, I realized that no one was looking for me. I had been selfless, supported to the point of ending up lost and empty and now invisible, but no one seemed to notice or care. For a long time, I was angry about it, so disappointed and hurt. I mean, I had every right. How dare you not drop everything and save me? How dare you not extend yourself beyond your capacity to love and feel in order to do what's necessary to fix me? I have been open with you about my mental health, my needs as a person, as a wife, yet you continue to fail me. I had every right to be mad and call him out, right? Wrong. Yeah, that's your snippet.
If I could just put some applaud filters here on my face. Listen, that was beautiful.
Thank
That
you.
was beautiful. I'm telling you, alignment. So everybody, you need to buy the book. She has children's books,
Yes.
books galore, even a
Financial
planner,
planners,
everything, everything.
everything. Yes, yes.
So ensure that you support her. Yes. Fashion, everything. So you can go and support. May 25th is the EP.
Launches.
The EP is going to be released May 25th. So definitely, Leandre, tell us how we can get more of your work and how they can media.
All right. Well, first of all, my website is www.leontre.com. That's Leontre, leontre.com. And that's, you can basically find everything about me there, the store, the music, everything there. On Instagram, I'm leontre.music. And on Twitter, it's just at Leontre. So that's basically how you find me. My name is not that common, so I'm pretty easy to find. All of the books are available on Amazon as well. So you type my name into the search, Leontre Williams, and all of my books will come up. So I'm pretty easy to find. Leontre.com is your best bet if you want to find me, and it's connected to every other outlet.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us today on Facebook. And I see your fans on Facebook. I see some of my people on Facebook to Chappaqua, big up yourself. I see Julia, big up yourself. I see so many persons saying hello and great job. So definitely connect with Leon Trade Support. Definitely. All right. So we are going to close out this interview by playing a song from the EP, which is Stronger. All right. This should be one of the songs that are in your playlist. So definitely support. Thank you so much, Leon Shree.
Thank you.
Don't bottle it up. Don't let it wear you down. Go ahead, tear that shit up. Let the feel. I used to think strength was in silence. I used to think weakness was crying. They let me think I must be broken. Ooh, they let me think with words unspoken. But I'm gonna say all the words that come to mind. I'm gonna cry all the tears that come to my eyes. And I'll be stronger. Oh, stronger. Oh, stronger, 'cause I break and fall. Oh, I'll be stronger. Oh, stronger. I'll be stronger, 'cause I feel it all. Oh, stronger. Oh, stronger. I'll be stronger, 'cause I feel it all. I know that I can do it. You see me pushing through it. And even though I break, even though I've prayed, when there was nothing left to say, I'm older, I'm wiser now. The ultimate fighter now. Their words can't break me, expectations don't faze me. I'm stronger than they ever dreamed. I'm embracing all of me. I'm a feeling, living, breathing being. They fear what makes me stronger out there, not feeling deeper. Ooh, I'm stronger. Oh, stronger. Oh, I'm stronger, 'cause I break and fall.
So remember to tune in next week, same time, same place,
So much stronger.
for Artistic Dimension Spotlight. I'm your host, Ade